Everybody, and welcome, at long last, to Victoria 3. I'm Christo. Thank you ever so much for joining me. This is going to be our first Victoria 3 campaign. We're going to give it a go as the old Great Britain UK. And, yeah, I don't have any strong objectives for this campaign. Just kind of, you know, try out the game. Try and get a grip on some of the economic stuff. Should be fun. I have played this game a bit. This is the first time on stream, but I played, let's see, 50 hours off camera. Mostly on preset build, preview builds and stuff, thanks to Paradox. And, yeah, let's just dive in. I am running some mods, if I remember. There'll be a mod pack in the description. I like this outliner improving mod. I've also built my own mod for keyboard shortcuts, so I can hop through all these things at record time. So it'll be good. There'll be a link to that in the description if you want to have a go at it. I also think I have a video up explaining my keyboard shortcuts mod. So if you want to use that and you want to know how I'm flicking through lenses at such great speed, then you'll be able to find that out. But yeah, without further ado, let's just dive into playing as the UK. So obviously as the UK, we are third in domestic product. Who's ahead of us? Obviously, I'm imagining Qing is ahead of us, but yeah, oh right, yeah, and the East India Company actually has a higher GDP than us right now, which is kind of crazy. Can we see like where their GDP is coming from? Can I get a look in their, I guess looking in their market would be one way of establishing it. I'm not sure how GDP is calculated, but yeah. Anyway. What should we do first? Let's take a look at our screens, I guess. So right now we have the intelligentsia and the petite bourgeoisie in charge. And they are reformers and reformers. Nice. So one thing I do think we should do, by the way, this is not going to be like a tutorial series. I'm not going to go through every mechanic, but I will talk about things, you know, as we interact with them. So anyway, can I switch through these? Ah, damn. I can use 1 to go there, 2 to go there, 3 to go there. Oh no, it does work. Nice. So I can switch between these tabs with keyboard shortcuts. So we've got our government, right? It's these two. And because they're reformers, we'll be able to pass some reforms. And we're going to end racism in 1836, I think. Seems like a good idea to me. So, where's that? National supremacy. Right, so multiculturalism. 35% chance to enact. That's pretty good. Is anyone else... Excuse me? Oh, right, sorry. I need to turn off my auto-clicker so I can use middle 4 to go back. Now I should be able to go here and then back. Yeah. So, right, yeah, so I was going to check. Is anyone else in a mood for reform? Doesn't look like it. Armed forces are moderate. Anglican Church and landed gentry are traditionalists, and they're all in the Tory party, and the industrialists are market liberals. Okay. So, yeah, let's just do multiculturalism. So the downside is we're going to lose 200 authority, which is a shame. But on the bright side, we will accept all cultures, which is pretty good. Cultures will always be accepted. Now, what's the effect of a non-accepted culture? I don't know. Ooh, is that normally there when you zoom in? That's nice. I don't think I'd noticed that before. I guess that's because of the production lens. Cool. How are you feeling about Victoria 3 so far? I'm enjoying it. I think it seems fun. There's some glaring UI issues. And something I've said previously, which is entitled of me, shall we say? Or kind of a bit rude, but there are lots of things about the UI of mature Paradox games that they never seem to get right in new games. And I don't know why, because they're not challenging, which is, again, that's why it sounds a bit rude. But they're not very challenging. They're just design decisions. So the lack of rebindable keyboard shortcuts. What are you doing? Anyway, what was I trying to talk about or think about? Yeah, I want to know what actually happens when a culture is discriminated against. It's true. I said we were ending racism. I guess that's not true because there's no races in this game. It's just cultures. So, where do we have some colonies? Gambia. Presumably, we're not a big fan of the Mande people here. Okay, so they're discriminated against. What does this mean? Why is discriminate not one of the things I can hover over? These pops pay an average of 65% higher base price for their pop needs. Really? Goods are more expensive in the Gambia than in London, huh? For some reason my stream preview keeps unpausing, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Notifications on top of such a downgrade? Yeah, this is very silly. This is bad UI design, but we're going to be positive and happy in this campaign. As should be everyone's goal in life. So I don't know why... Yeah, so where can I see what's happening because these guys are discriminated against? Okay, so they're politically inactive. Okay, so you're disenfranchised if you're discriminated against. Okay, so you can't join interest groups. That's interesting, because that means if we integrate a bunch of people and then don't discriminate against them, that's going to really change the interest group balance. Especially, it's probably going to disenfranchise the industrialists. Okay, so Monday is discriminated against. Here we go. Pops can be discriminated against. Discriminated pops get paid less, have less political strength, less likely to develop qualifications, naturally become more radical, and are more likely to emigrate. Right, yeah. So, okay, so that's the other thing I need to do. I need to set up a push to mute, because as you can hear, my voice is not amazing. On another day, on another note, it's a day ending in Y. Push to mute, push to mute. Push to mute. I want that to be this. Apply, and then mute is this. Unmute. Oh, sorry, I've done it on desktop audio. Push to mute is this. Testing. Testing, good. Okay. I can now cough in peace. What mods are you using? I'll put together, after the first episode, I'll put together a mod pack, and then I can share that out. Alright, okay, so they're discriminated against. So, the downside of them being discriminated against is less likely to get qualifications, more radical, and more likely to emigrate. Obviously problematic. The upside, paid less. Now, that might seem like an upside, I guess, because obviously, you know, if they're paid less, that means there's more wealth to do other stuff with in your economy. But rich, here's a lesson from economists, and what's this icon? Oh, there we go, right. Here's a lesson from economists, phrased as ever by the incredible Terry Pratchett. It is not better to try and steal a larger slice of the pie for yourself, but rather endeavor to enlarge the pie. So that's what we're going to do. By making, for example, these 72,000 peasants in the Gambia richer, we will make the entire empire richer. Through their enfranchisement, we shall thrive. So, with that on everyone's lips, multiculturalism. Anglican Church opposes it, because they're freaking, what are they, traditional. What's it called? Interest groups, pious, divine right. What's this? Oh, these are the traits, right? Yeah, cool. Okay, yeah, same reason slaves are bad for the economy. Yeah, I mean, that's why the North won the Civil War, because the South had a crap economy. Because it was all based on having loads of poor people around. And when you have lots of poor people, and, you know, very poor, having literally no money, aka slaves, surprise, surprise, when lots of people are totally poor and disenfranchised, they don't spend any money, which is bad. Okay, so research. One thing I want to do this campaign. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about objectives in this campaign. If you haven't played Victoria 3, or Victoria 2, because the loop is somewhat similar, what we're going to do is try and grow our economy, and our economy is going to be hungry. It's going to be hungry for three things. Space, people, and resources. The resources, why they're down here. I just realized you can't box select in this game. Which makes sense, I guess, because there's no units. The resources are here. There's rubber, there's oil, there's sulfur, there's iron, all down here in Africa. So we're going to be heavily participating in the scramble for Africa and trying to get control here. The second thing we're going to try and do is, industrialize. And I am going to centralize our industrialization in the British Isles, just 'cause I think that would be kind of thematically fun. And then we're going to try and maintain the top spot. So who are the threats? Who are the threats to our top spot? One, a westernized China is potentially a threat. So we're probably going to try and take a treaty port against them and then, bash them up and try and keep them down, basically. The second threat is the US. And so we're going to align ourselves with Mexico, I think is the plan there, which will be fun. And if we, in fact, yeah, I'm going to start doing that immediately. Let's start improving relations with Mexico. And make sure we have declared interests in the states where they're likely to fight. Because I want to get involved in the US-Mexican relations. If we can keep a strong Mexico, that's going to help suppress the growth of a powerful United States. We may, in the fullness of time, want to take California and Nevada, because there's a whole bunch of gold over here. And I don't know about you, but I think we deserve it. One thing we could do, I suppose, because the thing about diplomatic plays in this game is that people can't stop you siding with them. So we could go to war with Mexico, take California and Navarra, and then just side with Mexico against the US after taking land off them. That would be kind of funny, actually. I do kind of like the idea of that. Take the Yukon onto Canada for gold. Where is the Yukon? I don't know that. I don't know that. In fact, you know, yeah. So hang on. Let's pause the recording. I'll do the mod thing. Okay, and we're back. We're back. I've made a mod pack. It will be in the description. But yes. So objectives. Stay number 1, which means mitigating threats. Threat 1, China, and these are not in any particular order. Threat 1, China. Threat 2, United States. China, we will neuter by getting access to their market, dumping opium onto them, and probably taking a couple of their key industrial states to yoink all their coal and stuff. Threat 2, United States, we're going to neuter by backing Mexico, even though I think actually I am going to go with like an early war to take California and get all the gold out of it. Threat 3, Germany. We're going to defeat them by endeavoring to foster friendly relations with Austria and then backing them against Prussia. We're also going to attempt to puppet some people in northern Germany so they can never actually form Germany. Threat 3, 4 even, Russia. We're going to fight them, take Finland, and then I think we might make one of our long-term goals to liberate the Baltic states and Poland and stuff like that. It seems like a fun thing to mess with. Exclamation point V3 mods is the command. What else was I saying? Yes, and so then there's France. I kind of want to try and make friends with France. I know they don't like us now, but I feel like I think we could make them friends. They are rivals with us, actually. So sure, I guess I'll. Oh, we're rivals with them. Are they rivals with me? How can I see this rivalry? It looks like no, they don't consider us a rival. Okay, let's end the rivalry with France. Wait, rivalry started? No, you're wrong, right? Yeah. End the rivalry with France. Instead, rival Prussia. I can't rival because I don't have declared interests. No, I do have declared interests. Why can't I rival Prussia? Excuse me? Interactions. Declare rivalry. They're not a great power. Nerds. Alright. Yeah, Russia, I think, is a rival. And yeah, I view the United States as a rival. They want to trade with me. No, no, no. Why can't I rival them? They're not a great power, a major power either. Ha! Who are the great powers? I want to rival them all. Great power. No, just show me. Game. There we go, you click on that. Okay. By rank. Russia, Austria. Excuse me, Prussia is a great power. Why can't I rival them? I guess we'll just wait a few days. Right, improving with them. Yeah, don't improve with Mexico just yet, actually. Because I think I'm going to take California off them first. The other thing I want to do is do an early war against the Netherlands. Which I think we're going to start immediately, actually. Because if you puppet the Netherlands, you get to puppet the Dutch East Indies for free. And the Dutch East Indies are going to have lots of rubber and stuff. So right away, we're going to declare interest in the Rhine. Declare interest in the Rhine. Make puppet Netherlands. But our relations are too high. So first we will damage our relations with the Netherlands. Okay. Belgium seems like a good person to have friends. Be friends with, rather. Improve relations with them. And yeah, improving with Austria already. Anyone else I want to improve with? Spain loves us, apparently. Why do you like me so much? What caused these relations? France wants to reconcile with Great Britain. Okay. Spain rather wants to reconcile with Great Britain. They don't have anything I need. Yeah, you'll make a good potential anti-France alliance, and we have a defensive pact already with Portugal. Okay, cool. Now tech. I think we probably want to get quinine quickly. So I think we're actually just going to rush quinine because it will enable us to do more colonial affairs, and I really want to win the Scramble for Africa. Okay. Let's take a look at trade routes. This, by the way... Oh, yeah, this is another thing I think I'm going to try this game. I have no idea if this is a good idea, but something else I'm going to try this game is massive protectionism. And by massive protectionism, I mean it. This is going to hurt my pops in the short term, but I think in the long term, the way the game works, this should help. We're going to... we're going to do big protectionism, which means we're going to try... The idea with the lots of protectionism is I'm going to try and industrialize ahead of the other great powers and not bring them with me. So, for example, right now, I'm pretty sure we're the only people in the world that make motor industries. Yeah, we're the only ones in the world that make trains right now. Engines. And I'm not going to let anyone have them. I mean, I am, but they're going to have to pay more. They're going to have to pay 20% tariffs on any trains they want to import from me. So get wrecked, world. And yeah, this liquor export is unproductive. So yeet it. We are still going to import, but I'm basically going to try not to I'm not going to set up any export routes. Basically, I'm going to endeavor to avoid exporting stuff. I want to hoard it all for myself, because the thing is, when you keep goods in your market rather than exporting them, yes, you might make a little bit less money, but your people get cheaper goods. Same with importing. Importing just brings down the cost of goods. So high import demand. Actually, I don't think I'm going to set up any import demand either. I'm just going to try and build my way out of it. But we'll see. I mean, that won't work on China, on porcelain, will it? We probably don't have any porcelain stuff. But it's only a luxury need item. So, anyway, what else should I do? Yeah, budget-wise, we've got 600 authority right now. I want my budget to look healthy early on, and the way I'm going to achieve that is with some consumption taxes. Just revoke that for a second. We might well put it back, but services often seems to be a really good one, because services, it's consumed by pops of wealth levels 10 to 99. What is I didn't know there was a wealth level. Is that the same as a standard of living? I don't think it is it? That's interesting. Okay, services. Yeah, show me the details screen for services. Excuse me. That's not what it did. Services, detail screen. What? What? Is it because it's not a good? It doesn't have a details screen? Bug! Bug! Okay, anyway, we are going to do a consumption tax on services. But I want to see here. So they need it for their service needs, their free movement needs, their communication needs, and their art needs. But only of wealth levels 10, 15, 30, 20, and 30, right? And most of our people... Well, actually... I don't know. Of those people who are politically active, what's the breakdown of their wealth? How can I see that? Probably population... Okay, of the politically active, politically involved... Yeah, like, of the politically involved... A lot of them are peasants, labourers, clerks. If we look at this, are these only the politically active people, or is this all the people? I think this is all the people. Oh, here we go. Well, it's not really what I want to know. But, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, we can see that... Okay, so where's their wealth level? They are... Is standard of living the same as a wealth level? If it wasn't, surely it would show their wealth level here. Yeah, we discriminate against their religion. It's true, we also need to change our religion laws. What's your wealth level, bud? Literacy, political strength, disenfranchised. Maybe find a group that's wealthy. So, hey, capitalists in London. Standard of living is wealthy. Okay, but what's your wealth level? If you find a specific pop on the map via buildings, you should be able to see their wealth level. Is this not a specific pop? Let's go to people working in the East Anglian food building. You. Maybe standard of living is... Ah, okay, no. Standard of living of lavish is due to wealth, 55. What? Okay. So maybe wealth and standard of living are the same thing? Or maybe they're just the same thing at game start. Let's not worry about that too much. But I think the point is, if we look at our... Yeah, it seems like standard of living is derived from wealth and other things, but maybe the other things haven't calculated it yet because we haven't unpaused the game yet. That's probably what it is. Okay. My GDP's already gone down because of my protectionist trade policies, by the way. Okay, so that's trade. Next. Yeah, the Hanoverian succession. So soon, we, King William, will die. And then Queen Victoria will rise and Hanover will get handed over to a local noble or whatever because they don't like women. What is the... Yeah, we're on freedom of conscience. Which means religion is accepted based on shares of state religion. If we went to total separation, again, we lose 100 authority. And we disallow multiple production methods. It doesn't tell you which. Disallowed by theocracy law in government principles. Okay. Can I get rid of... Oh, we're not a theocracy, we're a monarchy. Right, even though the UK is kind of a theocracy. But yeah, so we can get rid of that. Cool. Cool. What else do I need to do? Right, yeah, I was going to... No, okay, we need heart relations before I can justify on them. Anything else I want to add to my outliner? Love this outliner mod, by the way. Yeah, the Anglican Church, real pissed. But the petite bourgeoisie and the intelligentsia love us. They are going to hurt our education access, which is not good. I don't think there's anything else I need to add here, really. Maybe pinning the market, just so I see when, like, we're short on tools or something. Yeah, I've got some places short on infrastructure. Lancashire, you're short on infrastructure, huh? This railway. What are you running? We could prioritize cargo to make less transportation. Get a bit more infrastructure out of it. We should probably just enlarge it. We're subsidizing all our trains right now. Yeah, let's think about building next. First off, we're making... Oh no, I didn't finish doing my consumption taxes, sorry. So yeah, services... And I'm just going to try and make as much money as possible on stuff that people don't really need. So, luxury clothes. You only need them at wealth level 15 plus. What about tea? Tea's needed at 15 plus. Yeah, so we're going to tax clothes, tea. I'd like to keep maybe 200 for some decrees. I'd like to encourage manufacturing industry in like a couple of places in the south and then like focus on building up, or maybe, you know, Midlands and home counties, focus on building industry there early. Try and get a boost that way. So let's just do one more. No, let's do 3 areas early. Okay. So where do we want to encourage our manufacturing area industry early? I think I want this. Okay, so right now, in terms of available people to employ, we've got a lot in the Midlands and Yorkshire. What's a good way to tell? Ah, right, yeah, urban centre size. So the biggest urban centres in the UK right now are Yorkshire, Midlands, and home countries. So we're going to go manufacturing industry in those 3 places. And now... we got a pretty big buffer here. And the investment pool is going up by 51k. So, first off, let's grow the construction industry. By a lot. So that's by 15. Let's try pushing it by 6 levels and see how that goes. Okay. And then we'll, yeah, once that's done, we'll start building. And yeah, we will industrialize Wales everywhere. More declared interests. Yes, certainly. We have interest in... I don't have much interest in France, to be honest. So I don't really care about that. I do have interest in southern Germany, though. We do have interest in the Congo and in Niger. And... that's probably it, really. I mean, where else do I care about? Could get a... try and get a treaty port on Japan. Get some trade going with them. That's probably it, honestly. I want to get involved in some Ottoman activity. Yeah, opening up trade with Japan seems good. And Korea as well, I guess. They're a fairly, you know, they're a growing economy. If we can grab some treaty ports early while they're weak and low tech on their military, that'll be really good. And then... sure, I mean, let's just care about all of America. And then you know what? Right now we have to declare an interest. No, we always have an interest in La Plata because we hold land in La Plata, of course. Okay. Italians in reserve. Where? No battalions, no battalions, no battalions. You got some... Who has people available? Shouldn't I be able to see it here? Shouldn't it show like where the extra ones are? If I try and raise up a general. There's 15 in reserve in the England HQ. Okay, so who is my England HQ guy? This guy here. He can handle 60 because of his command limit. So we'll just promote him, and then he can handle another 20, which will give him the 15 that are currently in reserve. Cool. Next up, my GDP continues to plummet, by the way. Isolated trade rooms, Gambia, don't really care. Next up is spending a lot of bureaucracy on stuff. What could I change on that? We're already at level 2 on colonial stuff. Ah, yeah, well, that's right. We start with social security. One of the only countries to do so. We don't really need conversion, but I do like the education access we get from this. But I'd rather move away from this style of education so we can weaken the Anglican Church. Yeah, I think that's all good. Right, yes. And then in order to activate some of these journal entries... just one that I happen to know. I wish there was a more collapsed version of this screen, but I don't know. Maybe it would be too hard. But we are going to go philosophy department straight away. Okay. Anything else I need to do? Chat, any suggestions? What have I missed? I don't think I have missed anything, that is to say. Spending everything... what was I thinking about with needing more administration? We could reform the government to put someone else in it to get more legitimacy, which helps us pass stuff faster. But I think because these are the only 2 reforming parties, they're the ones we want in right now. Okay, let's unpause. Ah, we're going. Okay, yeah, they're all changing their stuff. Anglican Church being angry is going to hurt our education access. Speaking of education, how's our tech? We're currently generating... okay, so... we have an innovation cap of 140. Maybe start some colonies? Yes! Right, that's what I was thinking. Thank you, I appreciate it. So the thing we're going to colonize first, the place we're going to colonize first, is basically I just want to grab all this Pacific stuff, then we worry about Africa. So we can do these, I happen to know. So some areas have malaria. We're going to do all the areas that don't have malaria. But I want to grab all these little islands. Some of them have rubber, but also I just want to have all of the... I don't want to have America or Japan getting naval bases down here, basically. So we're going to grab all of these islands, like, right away. And because we're grabbing them all at once, it's going to take a long time to get each of these little ticks of progress. But we're getting it. And then these areas... this screen, by the way, should show the malaria level. In fact, you know what? Let me open up my... I have a running document of changes to make to Victoria 3. One of them, this should definitely show the level of malaria that the province has. Victoria 3 modding. Make colony map list. Screen, show, area, level. And ideally, other people colonizing that area. And remaining provinces in area. I think that would be, those would be good changes. But yeah, we're not going to worry about colonizing this area in France. In Africa. To be honest, the resources are down here anyway. What I am going to do though is start in Kenya, because oh no, not. I thought there was no malaria here. We want to grab the coast on Kenya, because there's lots of centralized states here. And if we can grab this coast, that gives us kind of unrivaled access to all this interior space, when no other great powers are going to have, you know, reach. Why is my authority already negative? That's weird. We didn't change anything. Maybe the popularity of our king went down. In that case, I guess I will cancel a decree. Cool. Unpause. Yeah, we've got some import stuffs getting set up. I'm not going to prevent that. US is improving relations. There's a Brazilian-Dutch rivalry. Okay. Hey, Netherlands. Hey, Brazil. I don't like the Netherlands either. You should join me. Still cordial, but working on that. Let's go speed 4. And yeah, it takes very little time to build construction sectors. Still making tons of money. Investment pool's actually going up. Yeah, very healthy existing gold reserve. Oh yeah, the other thing I should do is, and I don't know how to make this decision en masse, but if we take a look at our rural buildings, a lot of them are using no transport right now. And they could use rail transport, but it would use a lot more transportation. And I don't know if it's a good idea. The predicted balance change thinks no on most of them. On all of them, actually. So maybe I should not do that yet. It's going to make the cost of transportation go up by 2/3 just by getting rail transportation on my my carts. It's going to take 36. Let's take a look at a coal mine, for example. So a coal mine in the Midlands. Right now, it's spending 41,000 on tools, 5,000 on wages, and it's making 11k for a pretty healthy balance. If I were to switch it over to rail transportation, it would need 40 transportation, which would cost 44 each, but it would employ 8,000 less laborers. What does show per level values mean? Oh, it's per right, it's because it's 8 levels. But it's paying 3.7k to the laborers. See, yeah, the laborer reduction is just not worth it. I imagine laborer wage will go up. Patrick crying. I imagine the laborer wage will go up over time, at which point this will become more viable. Let's check back in on that later. Ah, yes, the Opium Wars. The Qing government has announced its intent to end the opium trade. Yeah, they will eat their opium and they will like it. Which gives us this new thing. We have to have a treaty port, in which case we get the Opium Wars victory. And it's very weak. Like, the effect of this event is worthless. But I am going to do it anyway. In fact, sure, let's do that right now. I want a treaty port. Qing. Where's the treaty port one? There it is. Give me a treaty port. It's 9 infamy wherever I do it. Give me a treaty port in Shandong, because I like knowing the name of the peninsula. We will face them and Tibet, and it's like, oh no, lots of numbers, but they completely suck. So, and no one else is even around to get involved. Don't use rail transportations to lure out of peasants to employ. Interesting. Okay. The Pelite Party, which is the Injustice, got 50% of the vote. The Whig Party, which is the one I'm actually using. Okay, so I imagine that's going to crush... Has that just ended my reform? No, it's still going. Did the government not change after the election? No, it didn't. Okay. So it doesn't manually change on the election. Good, as it should be. William calls the shots. Oh, City of Plenty. Midlands High Society has been seen luxurious parties. So you can raise their standards of living, or you can just let them celebrate. Well, let's actually take the time to take a look here. So in the Midlands, our rich guys, like, who is it? It's middle strata and upper strata. Or 3 standard of living for the upper strata, but even more of them become loyalist. But it's just for the Midlands upper strata. Okay, can I not see this broken down by strata? It looks like no. Who are in the upper strata formally? Aristocrats, capitalists. Okay. So if we look at the aristocrats right now, here, they're mostly secure. And what's their expectation? 20. These guys are affluent and prosperous. But some of them, the ones owning subsistence farms, are only making 3 more than their expected standard of living. And then the capitalists, they're absolutely creaming it. Okay, they're way above. Except these couple of guys owning the chemical plants, just because chemical plants make very little money in the early game. So yeah, sure, the party will never end, which is going to raise them. These guys will be under their expected standard of living, but that's okay. Because it's literally 667 people that are going to become radical. Like, fine. In exchange for the extra radicals, loyalists, we should get there. Okay. Yes, I can do a free government reform. Let's just take a look here. If I were to bring the industrialists into government, we'd get 17% more, but I suspect... Darn, I can't see the effect it would have on the success, but I think it would lower the chance of success on my reformist ways. So I'm not interested. Can I not dismiss this? You can't dismiss this? How silly. It's totally radical, bro. Exactly. Exactly true. We're still absolutely just making fat stacks. So get me... Let's just give me stupid amounts. Give me a bunch of construction stuff, and then we're gonna industrialize like hell. It's gonna be great. Okay. Yeah, Target is worried, so they should be. They want British war reparations. In your dreams, bud. In your dreams. Okay. We're short on convoys. From the Qing market. Okay, well that won't be a problem, because we're about to go to war with them. Okay, and then what do we want to build after we've done this increase of the sector? So, what are we short on? And the way I'm going to look at that is, what is currently trading substantially above standard market price? Groceries. How are there only 432 orders for groceries? Yeah, groceries are basic food needs. Okay, so we need more groceries and we need more transport. It looks like, basically. And tool. Well, yeah. Let's do some of the basics first. Actually, tools. Right now, we've got 1.39 tools being produced, and we need 1.82. Okay, so let's double our tool production. That's my objective. So, tools. We've got 16 tooling workshops. I need. To double that, yeah, let's just bump up West Country to 12 as well. And I'll go to 12. What's my economy of scale cap right now? Economy of scale cap, if you're not familiar, is a thing which means you having more levels of the same building in one place increases the throughput. I'm not sure where the tech is that increases that. Here it is. Economy of scale. Your current scale cap is 20. Okay. So, in terms of these tool workshops, what were we at? We got 16. So, yeah, let's just go to... Let's go like that. Let's go to 16, 16. So, 32. Double it. Double tool workshop output. It's going to make building stuff cheaper. That's our first huge building project. And that's going to make us short on other stuff, and then we'll correct that. Okay. Don't want to change any of this. Oh, yeah, unless... yeah. More law enforcement. Actually, I'd rather spend it on home affairs, which is probably the next law we'll pass, rather than law enforcement, because law enforcement is less effective than home affairs. So, in this war, yeah, literally no one is available to pick a side, so they're not going to. Really, really don't like that this shares screen space with the outliner, by the way. That's very silly. I mean, look how far down the screen the outliner has been pushed already. Let me hide these. That'll help a bit at least. What was I going to do? Yeah, right. Mobilize the military. Excellent. And yeah, all our colonies, they've begun mobilization and conscription. Tibet is mobilizing. Price of ammunition, artillery, and irons going up. Ah, yeah, that's something I'm going to do as well. My army. So, oh, where do you see this? Where do you do this? I forget. So there's the regular troops and the regular troops, but then there's the conscripts. Where do I manage the? It's here, isn't it? Yeah. So my conscription centers right now are using good levels of skirmish infantry and stuff, but I don't want to fight my wars with conscripted men. We're going to work with a professional army. How on earth is this going to lower my cash? Just because... Are we paying servicemen more than officers right now? What? That seems like madness. Or just because we're selling a bunch of the ammunition and the arms, I guess, actually. So demobilizing my infantry, getting rid of this artillery, is actually going to hurt me. Because... right now, the ammunition is being sold, you know, by my munition plants. We're not importing it. Hang on, why aren't the... why isn't there high tariffs on this? Ah, because we're not currently importing it, so I need to do this. Cool. We're exporting it, but we're going to protect our domestic supply. At all costs, we will create the protectionist British Empire. Okay, so I won't defund the military then, I guess. Mobilized and idling. Yes, that's fine. I guess actually I could... oh, you can't just move them around, can they? I was going to send them over here, but it doesn't really matter. Expensive military goods. Yes, so ammunition right now is pretty pricey. So I'm really confused as to why... like, surely this would save me money. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do it anyway. Give me... let's see if our money does go down. I want infantry focus. We don't need the don't use the artillery. Don't use the don't use guns for the conscription centers. Should I even... maybe I should actually tear down the conscription centers. Ah, you can't. Okay. Yeah, I don't want the conscription centers. France declared a rivalry with us. Yes. Okay. In which case, I will re-rival them. And can I rival the US now? No, still no. Why not? Oh, they have to be less than cordial relations. Okay, let's work on damaging relations with the US. I guess Prussia likes us as well. Yeah. Well, let's not hurt our relations with Prussia yet, because I don't want them to side against us in the war with the Netherlands. It'd save you money if you want to protect domestic supplies. Yeah, but then I wouldn't protect domestic supplies. Opium more successfully. They just gave up. That's funny. We win. And yes, as I said, it's trash. Oh no, sorry, I forgot. This one's trash. This is kind of good, actually. Plus 10% exports per trade route level is good, but still. Let them eat opium, indeed. So we got Qingdao, with all its subsistence farms and tiny port. But yeah, this will be good for our control over here in the east. And because we now have a... if we look at the trade window, you will note that we have access to the Qing market without any tariffs. But they still pay tariffs if they import things from my market, which means we're going to be able to import opium from them, which, as you can see, we're currently exporting huge quantities to them, but we're going to be able to export that to them without paying any tariffs. So we'll make more money. Excellent. Inefficient agriculture. The industrialists are complaining. We can get some more radical pops in the Bahamas, but only the upper strata pops, and there aren't really any upper strata pops in the Bahamas, basically. So, sure. I will follow their advice. And we're still making tons of money, which to me says, go hard. Let's light the fires, fuel the forges. We are raising an army. That's not what I meant to do. What am I doing? Ah. Does it? Oh, I thought I had a mod that means it doesn't overflow at the bottom. Ah, right, because there's pages, and that's how the mod handles it. 5, 1, 2. And then did I break my tooling upgrades? I think I did. No, those are still right. Okay, good. And we're using, yeah, we're going for steel tools, which is more tools, but more wood and steel consumption. Right. Good. And yes, I would like you to prioritize the construction sectors, please. Good. We are going to build a mad big nation here. It's going to be great. Yeah, we're hurting relations with them. Okay, oh yeah, and yeah, we're not going to do more law enforcement. Okay. Any other wars I could just make people back down on? could be fun. The way we could look at this is if we look at diplomatic plays, we can see who has declared interests in what regions. So, for example, we can see that in Southern America, it's just us, Cape Colonies, Orangine, and Portugal. So we could go to war with Portugal and no one would have anything to say about it. And yeah, Egypt, for example, there's no one that cares about Egypt right now. There's probably a bunch of great powers trying to declare interests. Oh, no, I think it shows when people are trying to declare interests. So, you know, hear me out here. What if we puppet Egypt? Ah, damn. They can't become a puppet-style subject due to their rank being unrecognized major power. Outrageous. So if the Egyptian rank falls a bit, we could just puppet Egypt. That'd be good. But yeah, I'm gonna look out because we're not. Did they just back down and give us no? We still did get some infamy. But let's look here. Like, where do people not care about? And hence, could we just stomp around and frighten people into acquiescing? Central America. We could take Panama. And only America would weigh in. And America has, like, no army to start with. They have some conscripts, but no decent men. And not very many flotillas. So, what about New Granada, though? Yeah, no, it's also weak. What about puppeting New Granada? It's 21 infamy. How much infamy are we going to get from this? 38. Like, if we puppet New Granada, that gives us access to a future Panama Canal building. I like the way the Panama Canal is nothing grows. That's funny. I mean, that seems fun. If we just go and start puppeting people in the Oh no, France can get involved. Damn, I didn't see that. What about Texas? That'll be funny. What if we just go puppet Texas? France is also going to get involved. Damn. About around here. No one's particularly strong around here. What if we go and puppet Oman, for example? The Ottomans are interested there. Damn. But not around here? No, Ottomans still. Major on either side. Alright, we'll just wait on that. We'll hang off, hold off and wait for the Netherlands war, I think. Alright, and the other thing about having so much money. There's all our production there. I also want to, excuse me. I also want to buff up my universities. So right now we can handle another... we can afford like 80% more universities, basically. Do universities benefit from economy of scale? Yeah. So, because the thing is, your population caps your amount of innovation you can get per week? Month? Week, I think. Technology strays per week, anyway. But making 84, we can handle 140. So let's crank that. Also, you know what? Let's go secular academia. It's going to cost me some money, but it'll disenfranchise a bunch of clergymen, which will help hurt the Anglican Church. If we can get that, if we can marginalise the Anglican Church, then we won't get the education access from them anymore. Penalty, education access penalty, that is to say. So, right, what was I saying? We've got 80. We want another 60, basically. So yeah, we want to increase it by 80% of its current size. Its current size is 11, so that's, 8 also. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. How long do universities take to build? Fair amount of time. Let's actually prioritize some of those over some of the tooling workshops. Okay, yeah, and they're expensive to build. Why is that? That's interesting. They're much more expensive to build. Ah, no, perhaps it's that you can't spend investment pool on universities. Yeah, I bet that's what it is. Okay. This is a fun game, man. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, one thing I want to try and do is keep one of my aspirations is to try and keep our economy good enough that we can cap our innovations. So we can get max speed on inventing stuff. Anything else I should be doing? Any other goods that we're... Yeah, still groceries, hardwood. You know what? Yeah, what about moving some of those old sawmills over to hardwood production? We would make more money. Sure. Let's try that. Is there anything else the clergy has an eye in, by the way, that I can get out of? Yeah, urban centers. So right now we have state-run churches. We can go to free churches instead, which will make us more money and employ less clergymen. Anglican church is 6.3. And government administration, secular administration, going to cost a bit more money, but more bureaucrats, less clergymen. Let's do it. Let's crush that Anglican church clout. You got to get it to below 5%, I think. If you take a look here. Rural folk have just stopped being marginalised, unfortunately. They're marginalised at 5%, yeah. Yeah, the rural folk not too happy with me. But -1 is fine, as long as it's not -5. Raising concerns. Landed gentry express their concerns. Okay. We're clearly favouring the industrialists. +2 would not give us a bonus, which I don't even really want anyway. But it also... Yeah, lowering their political strength by 10% might actually... It's going to move them towards marginalised, which I would kind of like to do. Because the landed gentry, as I remember, they're paternalistic, which we don't really like. They're... Yes, stratified and patriarchal. No, accept the new ways. I guess actually marginalising them will increase the power of the Anglican Church, so maybe I shouldn't do that. But yeah, it's supported by clergymen and peasants, but as we reduce the number of clergymen, that's going to be good. Embargo. United States is embargoing Mexico. Okay, fine. And we're rival to Russia. I could rival some... Yeah, let's rival some minor Italian states. Just to get some more influence. Because I don't care about these people. Yeah, 2 Sicilies. Sardinia, Piedmont. I don't care about you. Why can't I rival them? Do I have... Am I at my rival cap or something? Rivalry. At least one of these. No, they're not powerful enough. Or Ottomans. Sure. Rival the Ottomans. The more influence we have, the faster our infamy improves, which is good. You want to be over the, have a positive balance on this. 38%. Come on, multiculturalism. Let's do it. First possible tick. We finished building those universities, and we're up to 87 now. Nice. Keep it going though. A few more. Let's take a look at our unis. Yeah, they're all growing. We did it! On the 30% roll. Let's go. And the judge is pissed, but we don't care. Nice. Home incentives. Public trams cost a lot of transportation, but less labourers. Interesting. Nice. Multiculturalism already unlocked. That's pretty sweet. And now immediately to total separation. Problem is a lot of people dislike that. Yeah, maybe we don't do that yet. But that's good. So these people who are discriminated against based on religion but not culture. So these Mandu people. Mandé people, sorry. Peasants, for example. Yeah, so they're still discriminated against because of the freedom of conscience. Okay. But does it track? Yeah, it tracks Protestant Catholic. Catholic is not discriminated against. Catholic. It's not discriminated against. Good. Because it has the religious trait Christian. So all Christians are now no longer disenfranchised in the UK. Let's go. We do not discriminate based on race. Everyone can work in our mines. Why am I building so many tooling workshops? Because if we take a look at our market, I have no idea if this is a sensible way to do it, but if we look at our market, we need 2,000. We have 1.4, so I'm building it. I'm basically building it so we're going to have about 1.6, which is probably a bit excessive, actually. I will tone that down, but I want to basically meet all of the internal demand for tooling workshops with homegrown tools, rather than having to import anything or have stuff work slower because of a lack of tools. Right, so our authority, unfortunately, has tanked. So I think we are going to have to call an end to those encourage manufacturing decrees. So hopefully they'll still work pretty effectively without those. We do get, what's this one? Yeah, loan interest rate from the petite bourgeoisie is not that good. But so what law do I want to do? Ah, yes, that's right. I want to do Home Affairs. I want National Guard, Intelligentsia dislike it, Secret Police, Intelligentsia also dislike it, but the Armed Forces freaking love it, or Guaranteed Liberties. So all of these, well, this one gives us nothing, but this one gives us +2 max Home Affairs investment. And yeah, Home Affairs gets, on National Guard you get conscription rate and less political movement radicalism. Secret Police gives suppression impact on attraction and revolution speed, but Guaranteed Liberties gives more loyalists from standard of livings and less radicals from standard of livings. So this seems really good. So I'm going to do Guaranteed Liberties, which the petite bourgeoisie disagree with, but they can suck an egg. So, because the petite bourgeoisie disagree with it, I'd like to bring in someone who agrees with it, or at least is neutral on it. So, who is that? Just the intelligentsia, but the petite bourgeoisie. Yeah, so no great way for me to do that. But if I can't reform government for free, but if I brought in the industrialists, does it tell me how many more radicals this will cause? Wouldn't this number go up if it was going to cause more radicals? Like if I did this? No, it looks like it wouldn't. Well, let's just find out how many radicals will doing this cause. I want to bring in the industrialists. We're at 302. It didn't cause any more radicals. Okay, fine. Maybe because it raised the legitimacy overall. And now, yeah, same percentage, but the checkpoint is sooner. Get some guarantees, liberties going. We'll get some Home Affairs. We'll get tons of radicals, which will make all of our interest groups just love us to bits, whatever we do. Need a few more, and we can get the production tech costs, which will be good. Okay. How's our tech? 100 now. Nice. More declared interests, huh? Okay. I have interest in here. Southeast Balkans. +20 on the intelligentsia is good. Oh yeah, and religious schools. That's the other thing we need to get rid of. I want to go to public schools. which it's just the Anglican Church that don't like it, and who cares? Which gives us, yeah, more assimilation and more education access. Assimilation doesn't really matter. So, what was that? Brazil reunifying? Oh no, something else. What are we researching? I forget. Antibacteria or something? Bacteria, something. Pharmaceuticals, that's right. We're rushing quinine so that I can try and get... I might even do civilizing mission after quinine to try and get as much power as we can for this scramble for Africa, basically. We will need to raise our administration size once we start building all that as well. Getting pretty good speed on this construction too. And yeah, we're teetering on the edge of engines of progress for industrialists, which is pretty nice. There it is, getting the production tech cost. Trying to hurt my relations with the Netherlands and the US so that we can go to war with them. Do have a personal union over Luxembourg. And of course dominion over the Netherlands. Austria, love me. Not loving it so much. A monument to the king. A statue has been commissioned. A monument worthy of the king. Pops become more lowland, we get more prestige. Or the petite bourgeoisie dislike me. The petite bourgeoisie like me enough that this won't actually hurt. I do want to keep the middle managers, but we'll see. Doodle-doodle-doo. They're importing luxury furniture. Be my guest. So other things in the journal. Right. Patronize romanticism. Can't do that. Did I already get the liberal arts one? Anyway. We get whaling industry, a dangerous business. We need building level of 3 with cash reserves and occupancy. Okay, so let's force that event to fire. I don't know if it's good, but let's we'll learn. Right now we have a level 2. Let's make it level 3, and let's subsidize it until that event fires. Other stuff. Branching out. Yeah, just more rail transportation. Munitions industry. We need a level 5 munitions plant. Pretty sure we already have a pretty big munitions plant. Oh no, it's only 2. Okay. And if we make it bigger, it reckons it'll lose money. So cash reserves are going up though. Weekly balance is kind of teetering on the edge. Yeah, we'll not do that one. It's quinine? Yeah, that sounds right actually. Urbanize Great Britain. Yeah, I am looking forward to doing this. It's going to be good. Path to liberalism. We need more suffrage. Metropolitan police. Don't worry about that. And then Art Academy. Need level 2, and it gives us romanticism. Do we have any art academies? Not sure we do. We should probably build at least one art academy, right? I was actually thinking it's going to make some money, so... Sure, build me 2 levels of art academy, and I'm happy to subsidize it. Excuse me, for now. So, let's take a look. Those, tools. Yeah, look at that. We're dropping the price. That is why we're doing it. Dropping this tools price is great. We are yoinking everything that's going into the transfer here. And after all that, we are at 113. We need yet more. Can I shift click in order to build at the top of the queue? That would be great. Alt click to add to the top of the construction queue. Taken to level 8. Yeah, cheap tools are really good. And one of our colonizations is completed. Take a look over here. Will be one of these little islands that we've finished yoinking. And yeah, I want to make sure we grab the rest of New Zealand as well. Okay. Politician has died. William of Hanover is dead. God save the Queen. We get 50 popularity on the monarch, and we break the personal union over Hanover. Now, we should probably... Yeah, I guess after I've taken the puppet of the Netherlands... Ah, we can do this now. Good. Russia, France, Prussia, Austria may all get involved. But you know what? Sometimes in life, you got to take risks. I think I'll grab Bavaria. That's what we'll do. We'll grab the Netherlands, but then I'm also going to try and puppet Bavaria. That'll be fun. Because that will prevent Germany. To war. Who will join me? Brazil. Phenomenal. We're going to need more than just Brazil. I need Austria to join me, ideally. Commanders. To arms, men. No, not armed forces. Interest group. To arms. Okay. Vulnerable front in Ghana. Really? Who joined to make Ghana under threat? Oh no, it's just that the Dutch are down here. Okay, and the Dutch are sending 20,000 men to Ghana. You know what? You can occupy my one province colony in Ghana. That's okay. So, it starts. I immediately want to try and sway you. You can humiliate the Netherlands, by all means. A little upset that I can't get Austria in. And there's pharmaceuticals, good. Does it not tell me the reasons why they won't accept? Oh, no, sorry, it did. You accept. Not you. You. Accept a... Yeah, war operations of this. Yeah, it's already attempting to sway another country. Right, I forgot you can't do it at once. Yeah, give me quinine. It's going to take 12 months, but that's okay. And also... Yeah, let's upgrade the health service. Still... Yeah, it's giving more Anglican Church political support, unfortunately. But that's a price I'm willing to pay just now. It will put us on a bureaucratic shortfall, but I want to see how big a shortfall, and then we'll just build up some more stuff. That's fine. Prussia has sided with them, and now Austria, we can sway. We will humiliate Prussia for you, Austria. So then they'll join, and then Russia will probably join against us. But we can also get Bavaria to join by offering independence from Prussia. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Let's do that for sure. And yeah, Prussia joining. Russia not even joining against us yet. Pretty good. Pretty good. If Russia doesn't join against us, we have this in the bag. Excuse me. A cry for freedom. Protests advocating for guaranteed liberties. Okay, we need to calm down. The home country's lower strata get more radical. Or the police will have to publicly apologize. Officers and servicemen get more radical, and the armed forces don't like it. But 20% indictment chance? We must guarantee the liberties. No matter what people say. Come on, Russia, stay out of it. If Russia stays out of it, this is a stomp. And we get total dominance in the East. In the East Indies, that is to say. They have lots of men, don't get me wrong. Is Prussia, No, they haven't raised their conscripts yet. We're getting close now. They can only get involved in the next, like, 13 ticks. Hey, Brina has it again. You need so much iron. Yeah, let's take a look at that, actually. Yeah, we are desperately short on iron. Let's intersperse some iron, because iron's being used by the tooling workshops. That's a good call out. Thank you, chat. Let's intersperse some iron in with our, the rest of our our tooling workshop stuff. Yeah, we'll do it places where there is still plenty of peasants, and we are going for economy of scale. Seems good. Lots of iron. And now we're going to just throw in a couple of them ahead of the rest of this. Cool. Russia, stay out of it. It's for your own good, Russia. Oh, yeah. Russia had to stay out of it. Let's go. Hell yeah, buddy. France and Russia both stayed out of it. The Netherlands is mine. That's great. That is excellent news. They back down. Wow. Nerds. What was that? Relations? Rivalry broken between... Oh, France and the Netherlands, right? It's all the Netherlands stuff. They back down. That's hilarious. Did Prussia get humiliated because they backed down? I don't think they did. I don't think it applies like all of the different things. So, Netherlands changes colour. And our income goes up, because now we get 8,000 ducats a week. A week? A day? A week from the Netherlands. And 8.7 from the Dutch East Indies, who are our new dominion, because you yoink all their dominions. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Love to see that. Okay, so what's our infamy like? 40. So, hear me out here. What about if we now... So hang on, did Bavaria get independence? They did! It did apply the other elements. I think. I mean, if we look at... Yeah, if we look at the Netherlands' perspective, their relations towards these guys. Yeah, no, I think Bavaria is independent. Otherwise, wouldn't there be a make independent diplomatic play? Nice. I mean, Bavaria does like us. We don't even need to make them a puppet, I guess. We could make them our friends instead. 48 infamy is quite a lot. Yeah, so let's try and protect Bavarian independence from Prussia. The non-infamous way. Now, I've hurt relations with... Right, it's time to go against the Mexicans. Let's grab California. Let's grab Navarra off the Mexicans. Conquer state. Russia might get involved. If Russia gets involved, that will be a problem. But they probably don't have a big navy, so I could probably cut off their supply lines to America. Yeah, we could. And plus, they might stay out of it. Conquer California. Reducing our relations with Russia and Mexico. Russia might stay out of it. You never know. Add a war goal. I want to conquer Navarra. Nevada, rather. And also, I want a treaty port, so that they're forced to trade with me in the future. Give me a treaty port in a Texas treaty port. Ooh. Ooh, I have an idea. This might work. I wonder if this will work. Yeah, give me a Texan treaty port. Then the US annexes Texas at some point in the future, but I have a treaty port in Texas. And will that let me into the US market? Because Mexico, by the way, look, won the Texan War of Independence, amusingly. All right, men, mobilize to the front. And we'll see if Russia does stay out of it. They are mobilizing, which implies to me they might not. Oh no, they're at war. Okay. Well, that means they might then. We'll see. How infamous are we now? Probably quite, right? Yeah, we're notorious. And we're actually down on influence. I need some more rivals. I need the US to stop liking me. There we go, we can rival Prussia now. Nice, 400 influence. Ottomans? Or are you rivaling? Just anyone I can rival. Switzerland? Probably not. Qing, though? No. Japan? No. We have one bureaucracy. It's falling! Why is it falling? Why does the sound effect play when you close the events and open them, by the way? Doesn't seem like the infamy level is having a limiting effect. When it gets to 100, you get containment wars, like Vicky 1. Vicky 2, rather. Well, and Vicky 1, I think. Bad boy wars. So we got our universities done, right? Up to 127. It's so close. But just a few more levels. And we need some more administrations. We already have best like filing system and stuff, right? Yeah. And yeah, we do want to go with... I mean, let's just do like 4 more to start with and we'll see. We might need more than that, but we'll find out. But yeah, I want to try and make Bavaria our friend. And as long as I have an interest declared in southern Germany, let's do one in northern Germany as well. As long as we have that interest declared, the Prussians shouldn't be able to get Bavaria under them without me being able to take a side in the war and go against them. And yeah, the Netherlands presumably doesn't like us. Yeah. But it's improving. Oh no, I'm still damaging relations with the Netherlands. Stop doing that. Stop damaging relations. Okay, 800 spare stuff, and... Oh, they back down! But only for the primary war goal. Assholes. Okay, well, we got California, at least. Can we annex our puppets? Yeah, I kind of want to annex all these guys. I want to annex Canada. Should I be colonizing here, by the way? No, I can't reach the state, typically. Why would I want this to be a colony? Basically, because you save on the administration cost. And they're a crown colony. How much money am I getting from them? From, for example, the Columbia District. 316. How much administration does it cost to do these two provinces? 21. Well, like, okay. Well, hang on. You know what? I have my phone with me. That's, 36. It's like 50. 50 stuff. Which is literally like one level of a building. Yeah, I think we should annex our subject. It's costing 0.8 infamy. Do it. Mobilize, advance the front. I'm going to annex Canada. This is a fun game. I mean, who's going to back them? Mexico. Please do. By all means, buddy. I want my Texan tree port. Obviously, if Russia backs them, that would be a problem. But yeah, I think I'm going to... I mean... Can you do multiple diplomatic plays at once? Looks like no. But yeah, I'm going to annex all of Canada. It's going to be like 4 infamy. And then we have this massive, massive area where we can grow huge quantities of crops in this vast arable land that's up here. Seems ridiculous to have a play against your own colony. No, I think it makes sense because, remember, this isn't an era where colonies were, to a certain extent, they had their own governments and stuff. Okay, nice. We have guaranteed liberties, which means we immediately get Home Affairs level 1, which, as you can see, 5 radicals from the standard of living, and more loyalists, very importantly. But what we need is now, we need quite a bit more bureaucracy. Not sure in Victoria, but none of that land is arable. Yeah, when I was waving my cursor around, I was being a bit enthusiastic. I mean the land that's like here. But there is a lot of it down here. So Upper Canada, for example, if we just look at this one province, Ontario, has 53 max size. There's 52 arable land available right now in Ontario. That's a lot. If we compare that to somewhere like the Midlands, in the Midlands, there's... Okay, I mean, there's 123 in the Midlands, to be fair. But still, there's a fair amount up here. It's not as much as I expected, to be honest. But yeah, there's definitely some. And California should have a decent amount. Yeah, California has 160. Jesus Christ. We should also work on incorporating these states. What's the difference between incorporated and unincorporated state again? States that are incorporated into the country. Incorporated tax pay taxes. Okay, yeah. You probably want to do that. The Ripper. Gruesome murders. We get more radicals in the home countries because Jack the Ripper is abroad. Well, if he's abroad, surely, well, we would have a problem with him here. Alright. That's a joke, by the way. Where's my truce with you? Till 42? No, I want this province. How does America still like me? I've taken California. Shouldn't you manifest destiny hate me now? I want to rival US. Oh, another chunk of colonization happening there. You should definitely back down, by the way, Colombia, because this is not going to go your way. Like, decidedly not. It didn't really help as much as it would have. I would have liked building those new government administrations. Is it because they haven't? Yeah, okay, they haven't employed people yet. They should pretty rapidly employ people because it's government subsidized. So yeah, it's getting better, but it could be higher still actually. So give me a bunch more in the Midlands. Still burning through cash, but I think that's what you want to do at the early game to, you know, set yourself up. Belgium, how do you feel about me? It's still not that chuffed. Having higher infamy levels should make people more likely to accept protectorates. They are pursuing a strategy of defending our borders. So you don't want a defensive pact? Why would defending our borders make you less likely to take a defensive pact, you nutters? Hey, they caved. Annex subject. United States may join the other side. That's unfortunate. Presumably they're going to be in all of these potentially. Yeah. Well, if the United States comes in, which, you know, I hope they don't, then we will be forced to probably mobilize our proper armies. Losing quite a bit of money now. Also, what is this fight over? They're trying to return a cause. They're trying to conquer land. I'd quite like to back the Ottomans. I think if you sway this way, they can make offers. I think. But I'd like the Ottomans to take a bit of land off Egypt, so then I can make the rest into a protectorate. That's my sneaky plan. I'd also like to immediately increase Home Affairs to like level 4. Try and get mad loyalists. Just fat stacks of loyalists. Shit. Excuse my language. The United States sided with them. They're still worried though, so if they don't get their conscription done in time, they might still give up. And even with United States conscription, I mean, they have quite a few men. That's not great. Yeah, I mean, that's a problem for sure. How's their navy? Bad. Okay, that's good at least. And there's no one I can sway to my side, is there? Ah, yes, there's Portugal. Hey, Portugal. They are allied to me. I guess that means they're going to automatically go onto my side. Alright, next. Since we're being pretty warmongery, we should probably get a new thing here, maybe. More artillery production. And then some more... Yeah, just more artillery production and better artillery as well. Sure. Give me shotgun. Or hang on, do we have the bonus right now? We do have the bonus right now. Let's get a production tech. We're very close to enough research as well. Give me a new production tech, like the Bessemer process. More steel. Yeah. More steel seems like the way to go. And then nitroglycerin will be good for coal mines as well. We'll probably get that next. So this fight is going to be harder than I had hoped. But the US still only up to 32. They may still give in. But I think we will, unfortunately, start some conscription. Which is going to hurt our economy fairly big time. But yeah, we're also going to do this, which is going to cost us a lot of money. But yeah. Activate conscripts. We could do it selectively, actually. Yeah. Okay. Just the areas where we haven't been focusing on our industrial growth. Which gives us, you know, a fair amount. We still mad outnumber them. Like, massively outnumber them. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to spread out is the problem. I guess you guys should advance this front, because I'm going to be able to merge it with this front, hopefully. Yeah, only being able to fight on 2 fronts at once is kind of problematic. How the hell is my income getting so much better? Our investment pool is going through the roof. Subsidies are super cheap too. Where's my other army gone? Ontario, Washington, Ontario. Oh, they're up here. Right, yeah. This is the big army. Probably shouldn't be over there. Come advance the front against the US. Here, I guess. I'm still hoping they back down. Come on. Come on. I think they back down right at the last second, but... We outnumber you massively! Bollocks. Well, sometimes... Oh, I should have added war goals. Damn it. Oh well. They want a Sierra Leone treaty port. Absolutely not. 2 arms. So... War with the United States over Canada. Excellent. 100 of you guys, raid convoys here. And then, like, all the rest of you, raid convoys here. Because I'm concerned that they will be too strong otherwise. If we don't join everyone up. These guys are going to be here in, what, for 37 days. That's not fast enough. But, fortunately, our upper Canadian allies, little do they know they're next on the block, are pushing forwards. Fight here, going heavily in our favour. We have better offence. Why? Right, because a lot of them are probably conscripts. Yeah. Oh no! The game crashed. How dare you? Well, let's boot it back up again. Resume autosave. I don't know how often the autosaves are. So, anyway, okay, here we're back. We're back. Battle starting again. Please give me another good fight. 15v15. It's less one-sided than last time. Yeah, they're pushing us back. Basically, this is the weakness of the war system. I generally like it. I think it works well. But this is the weakness of it, which is that when you have lots of different fronts, it kind of falls apart. But we're pushing them back here, which is good. And yeah, we have lots of vulnerable fronts. But when the big 82 stack arrives and starts cruising through into some of this full area here, it'll be good. If it were a Dominion, you think you'd understand more, but right now it seems like just an administrative change. You're not wrong. I see your point. I do see your point. A dangerous business. The efficiency has proved a dangerous counterpart of death. We need to ensure the safety of our sailors. We get more popularity and less whaling mortality, or but it shines. More throughput. Sure, yeah, I'll take the popularity. And immediately stop subsidizing the whaling business. Which actually was costing us nothing because they were so profitable. Okay, yeah, I'm still pushing in here. And yeah, these moves here are entirely unopposed. So we're just retaking all this land. Hopefully once we push in a bit more here, these fronts will kind of merge. How's this push going? Yeah, good. I don't care if this area gets kind of occupied a bit. That's not... No skin off my nose, is what that is. When does it go well? I'm not sure what you mean, sorry. When does what go well? Taking a long time to push into Canada here. Understandable. Okay, they're actually reinforcing this front now. Whoa, that's a big fight. Our offense advantage is instantly telling. Pretty nice. Yeah, the fighting capable men though. We're both taking pretty heavy casualties. But yeah, just our base army offense is pretty good, and their morale recovery is being harmed. That was a bad fight. Even though we had better offense, just must have just sent in the a less good kind of troop count, basically. Damn, that was them pushing us back as well. This is a big fight to win. Right now, we have much less war support. Just because of their occupations, I guess. But as these continue to press in, we'll get more and more. Fighting over here. Yeah, once again outnumbered. Might want to switch to defensive on that front. prioritize pushing here where we have better numbers. Another good fight. Ooh, very bad fight. We don't have very good infrastructure here, which is going to make it harder to fight on this front for sure. We're trading well, though, even when we're outnumbered. Look at that. Pretty nice. And, of course, you know, every one of these Americans we kill, they don't have very many professional troops to replace them with, so... Oh, when does it go well, the war system? Most of the time, in my experience so far. When you're doing, like, big fights on kind of larger, less complex fronts, it works a lot better. We have 5 allies here who are going to continue trying to push the front. Oh, stop deploying in with less men. Yeah, not trading well there at all. Getting quite a few radicals. From what? Yeah, mostly just standard of living. Lots of iron coming through. How are we doing on prices there? Yep, crushing it down. Nice. And we are the #1 producer. No surprise there. Come on, take a better fight. Take a fight like down here where there's better infrastructure. No, that one's not gonna go our way. Ho hum. Well, you know what? Maybe we just switch to defensive here and let our puppets clean up here. In fact, yeah, that's the other thing we could do. There's the North Sea HQ and the England HQ. First off, Netherlands, are you in this war? No. Shouldn't they be in this war? They are a puppet. A puppet. They are forced to join their overlord's wars. Your allies. Yeah, Netherlands. They are in here. Where are the Dutch troops then? I'm not seeing them. Yeah, making some pushes up in here with just the 1,000 little titchy 1,000 guys. But we need... Right, that's what I should do. Let's get some... Let's get a general in Pacific Coast HQ. We will take... Sure, an ambitious guy here. And then I will build some barracks over here. As a top priority. Only takes 3 weeks. So that will do, and then... Where else could I do this? Sure. In Gran Colombia, I will take a direct supply expert. And build 5 barracks here. And the idea here is that now we will have some smaller armies that we can mobilize and use to fight these like titchy fronts. Oh damn, I advanced again. I need to get these guys to stop. Right, got romanticism successfully. Good. Isn't it romantic? We will take free progress on realism, please. And we can now stop subsidizing arts companies. Which look like they're going to make very little money without my subsidy, but that's okay. You guys still fighting? Yeah. Almost done. Okay, now just defend this front. Because they're still... Ah, no, they've moved away from pushing it up here. We do have the numbers here still, though. And as soon as those centers have been built, here we go. This guy immediately has 5 men. Start pushing this front. Boom, bada-ba-bum, and you, with no troops, I mobilize you. You will soon have more. Bessemer process. Nice. And yeah, I do go straight on to nitroglycerin. I need the better iron production. In fact, no, we're going to get the better iron production from nitroglycerin. Let's dial this back a tiny bit. Okay. Little fight here. It's just an ally push. Let's minimize interest groups for now. Oh, right, yeah, we have our We can do another law. Colonial exploitation. Seems good. We get less subsistence output in unincorporated states and starting wages, but more throughput in unincorporated states. And we get more people like it. Industrialists endorse it. I'm not sure this is actually that good, but I'm going to try and incorporate like lots of states anyway. And yeah, less wages but more throughput for like producing iron that's cheap to then use at home. Seems good. Enacts. You got any men yet? My second little HQ. Yes. You push this front with one guy. And the idea here is that we can just slowly wear down their war enthusiasm, because right now we do have we are getting bad war enthusiasm because of the enemy controls 50% of their war goals, which is not good. What do you mean not including the treaty port they're trying to go for down here? No, good. Ah, crap, my men have moved around here. You guys, quick. Advance into their rear. And now they're going to advance up here, of course, but that will should just merge these two fronts again. And now we're pushing down here. Yeah, this is pretty janky, obviously, but you know, we make do. What happened to my 5,000? My 5 guys. Moving to Quebec front. No! Push this one. Hudson Bay is the primary war goal. You guys are going to be here for ages now. Idiots. Don't move around without my express permission. We no longer need to damage relations with the US. They hate us plenty. What happened to my guys from here now? Ah! Advancing the Quebec front. What? Oh, they're here. Right, okay, that's fine, actually. Yeah, that's good. We can cut these guys off in Nova Scotia. That'd be good. Funny, but good. Should I raise some more men? Like, how many people live over here? Not very many. So I probably shouldn't get them all killed in wars to annex this lot. Where did these guys go? Oh, he's just going home. Don't do that. Advance this one. Please tell me it doesn't take him 50 days. Ah! So it's that is an annoying thing about the war system. It considers him teleported home the moment he's no longer assigned to this front, which is obviously very silly. Oh well. And yeah, we're cruising through on the west and the north here, yoinking land off them. I don't know what happens. I think my war support has to go to negative 100 surely before I'm actually forced to capitulate. But we can still use a bunch more little men, which is, I mean, this is kind of janky, but sure. Give me a general here. He's an explorer, and a general here, and then we'll just give them each like 2. 2 things. And that should be enough. Now we have some free production capacity. So, what's the next good that's an issue? Right now, ammunition, lead, artillery. Yep, fair enough, fair enough. Coal. Let's do coal. Produced in coal mines. Yes, of course. So, coal mines. We're going to give them... Actually, let's not do them, because we're about to give them nitroglycerin. So you know what? Nitroglycerin is about to use a load more explosives, which are made in chemical plants. To be precise, we're getting, yeah, 10 explosives right now. We're going to need a lot more than that. So temporarily subsidize chemical plants and give me a bunch more of them. Also, I could do with like 3 more universities. Sure, let's do 3 more of those. And then a bunch more government administration, actually. Crank the Lancashire government administration. Although, actually, that's probably too expensive for now. Because, I mean, yeah, expenses are looking pretty... a little spicy. on the whole depth front right now. I need these guys to arrive. I wonder if you can game it. Like, they got sent back to the English HQ because they were removed from their front. So then when I tried to move them here, it calculated the distance from the British HQ. What if I had tried to then send them from here to here? Would it calculate them from here? So would it actually count them as being teleported back in both directions, in other words? I bet it would. That's exploitable, potentially. But sorry, yes. Do prioritize the recruiting. They have done. Good. Yeah, clear expectations going. You guys need to have some units, but they just need to mobilize them. Good. And now we've got the 118 all on one front. Oh, no, immediately switched off it. Okay, they're nearly here. Coming to England HQ? What? Oh my god. I have to... That's frustrating. Oh well. It's just the issues of fighting across the seas, I guess. And yeah, we're cruising through on land captured up here, so that's good at least. Fine art got cheaper. Explosives got cheaper. Sulfur got cheaper. Interesting. An heir! Edmund of Hanover. Whoa, hang on a minute. Show me that kid again. Where do I see the heir? I think he was balding. Move to the Quebec front. Who's this? Mason Woodruff. Oh, he's not one of my generals. Okay. No, they're pushing through Lower Canada. I had men that were meant to be here. How's the game going? Good. Good, we're in a war with the US so that I can annex Canada. Ironically enough. But yeah, pushing in up here, fine. Right, we got some generals now, finally. Yes, the Oceania HQ guy. Come and push into Upper Canada. You, in the Senegal HQ, come and push into Upper Canada. I need these guys pronto. 25. Finally going to get here and stop the bleeding here. But yeah, we are losing ground here, which is not good. Obviously. But we're making plenty of headway up here. And yeah, I've just cut a path across the United States here. Oh, and these guys got transported down for some reason. Yeah, once they tweak how the front lines are built and like add in multi-nation front lines, which they obviously need to do, and I think they've said they're doing. Don't quote me on that though. But yeah, once they do that, this system will be a lot better. Nice, colonial exploitation, which means the industrialists freaking love us. Next law. Could do freedom of, total separation. Landed gentry don't like it. There's probably nothing I can do to help the help with that really. Yes, perhaps we could get rid of Anglican Church support by going to public schools. Seems good. Yeah, everyone likes private schools right now, but give me public schools so we can get loads more education access and further marginalize the Anglican Church. Always a fun time. They're down to 4.9. I think if they go, they have to go down to 4 to get marginalized, and then if they go above, no. Oh, for. Oh no, he's in the. Wait, where are you? Defending the Manitoba, Ontario front. Where is this? What? Where are these men? Defend front. Advance. Unpause for a second. Are you sure you're there? Because it says... Oh, no, it's England HQ, right. Where is Manitoba? Oh, they went up here for some reason. Okay. Well, don't do that. Go over here, for goodness sake. How's the Navy work? We're sinking convoys. And in doing so, we'll be weakening the American market. In fact, let's spread out a little bit. Let's send you guys to right down here. In doing so, we'll be weakening the American market access. Which matters because it means they They get more radical pops and stuff. Which can be good. And we are now actually winning on war score, so that's good. Because we're... the enemy controls 100% of their war goals. I'm not sure how we control 100% of our war goals. We don't control 100% of the Hudson Bay Company. But... I guess I won't question it. You guys can advance. Up here. There's a fan in my computer making a very disconcerting noise right now. Where's the US Army gone? I guess they've all consolidated down here, but they're still not prepared to advance into Upper Canada. That's fine. I'm prepared to ravage around Maine. Oh, are they advancing? No, that's my advance. Oh yeah, sorry, more basically how does the Navy work? Yeah, it just goes to one of these nodes, and you can either protect your convoys or attack enemy convoys. That's basically it. Okay, finally, the army has actually arrived and can start bulldozing through stuff. Ooh, there's an election on. Tories are winning. No, Tories are getting some ground, but not winning. Okay. And a combination Pelly-Whig party still carries the day, which is what we want. Oh, they are advancing now, but every time our ally starts one of these pointless fights, they slow down the American advance. Good stuff. And yeah, pushing on both these fronts now, but you better not, like, you know, finish liberating this area and go straight in. Modern sewage unlocked. Nice. That was purely by idea spread. Pretty nice. It's enough to count out one of the small regions that's accounted for the war goal. Ah, good to know. Thank you. More things we should construct that are not stuff that's helped by nitroglycerin. Looks like, honestly, we could do with more railways. So, sure. Give me... Where is railway? It's under trade, isn't it? Yeah. Give me some more railways. Why doesn't it show me the existing size? I guess we'll go to... Oh, is it actually predicted to make hefty earnings? Sure, just give me one more level of railway, including all over Ireland. And we'll see how that goes. Suddenly looks peaceful when you turn on the trade panel. But yeah, they're at minus 49 now, because we have them 32% occupied, which is crushing their war enthusiasm. Excellent. Nitroglycerin unlocked already. Nice. Give it to me. We're going to go hard on this. It's going to cost us loads of money early, I think, because of all the extra explosives. Look at that. Explosives are going to go from costing £12 to 87. Nitroglycerin, 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 nitroglycerin. Logging camps stay on hardwood. Fishing. Should be on fishing trawlers, yeah. Okay. Good. So that's all the nitroglycerin. Oh, and livestock. Yeah, do use all the tools you want. We've got tons of tools. And then do whatever's most profitable here. So make a bunch of liquor. And yes, do use plenty of fertilizer. And yeah, harvesting tools. Livestock. Intense grazing, please. Less grain. More fertilizer. Cool. And now I have to imagine we're going to see a very sudden spike in, not in fertilizer, in explosives. Yeah, we have critical good shortages on these things. We need 500, we're only making 100. We'll wait until these are finished building, and then I'll reassess the situation. Look at that market price. That's funny. And next we will invent... Yeah, the water tube boiler seems good. For my next trick, we shall invent the boiler. Oh, hello, my love. Hang on, YouTube. Okay, we're back. We're just going to finish this war. It's the classic paradox situation. Ah, damn, they're finally spreading out. Just want to finish this war before I go to bed. The Dutch East Indies are carrying out a diplomatic play. I didn't know they could do that. They're trying to subjugate... Who? These guys. Oh, cool. If they subjugate them, presumably, you know, as a subject of a subject, that's good for me. Crystal glass and chemical bleaching unlocked. Nice. More crystal glass, which costs more lead. Gives me a bunch more glass. Sure. We should be able to get you all the lead you want with our nitroglycerin mining. Yeah, these guys appearing here mean, I think, I have to send these guys over to counter them. But we're very nearly winning now. Partisan papers. The Whig Party has used the papers brilliantly. Get some more momentum, or no. Yeah, paper mills throughput, sure. Paper mills, that's a good point. I bet we're short on paper. Yeah, paper's getting a bit more expensive with all of my new admin spending. But speaking of which, let's spend some more admin. Give me level 4 Home Affairs for 20% radicals and loyalists either direction. Very, very nice. Oh, and level 3 Colonial Affairs, please. And yeah, that'll do. We're going to be an institution-heavy game. Okay, yeah, that's their random attack. But here's their actual attack. And we're driving them back. Look at that defense! Oh, the American conscripts have no chance. Because we are burning our entire economy to afford all this stuff. Promote a prominent general for 2 interest groups of people? Yeah, sure. By all means. Is there a rank to colonies? The autonomy of colonies' diplomatic actions is hard for me to discern. Yeah, they have different... it's not really a rank, there's just different ones. And if you look... If you hover over the name of the type, it will tell you what they can do. Here. Capitulation was enforced on the Hudson Bay colony. Nice. So we have no war goals in this, right? Yeah. I wish I could add them now, but sure. Let's make peace, US. Great Britain. Nice. Which means I can now immediately establish a colony down here. I'm going to get all this area under our control. Excellent. Okay, well that war was painful. Certainly cost us. I'm making a lot from minting. Nice. Hey, Cordial Austria. Do you want to make an alliance, maybe? No. Why not? We are neighbours. We're infamous, so they're cooperative. US, you dislike me now. Rivalry. Bang. 400 influence. Who do I want to like? Yeah, let's try and improve relations with Brazil. And who else would be a good ally? Maybe Sweden? Why are you belligerent to me? The attitude score is minus 500 because they want states owned by Great Britain. What states? And they're threatened by my infamy. Can't really blame them on that one. About Hanover, what's your situation right now? They're in a customs union. Yeah, let's try and improve relations with Hanover as well. Okay. I think that's more or less going to do it for now. But yeah, we need more explosives and more lead. I think in the short term, let's do a bit of, sorry, not export, import. The thing is, that's not very many. It's not very much import, is it? Just 8. 8 seems bad. Let's just build it locally. We need way more of these buildings on making explosives. Oh right, I'm an idiot. The other thing we can do is this. Way more sulfur, but way more explosives. Bang. And steel mills can go to Bessemer too. More iron, which is really expensive right now, but it's going to cost us. But I think that is going to be worth it in the long run. Anything else I can change up? Don't think so. Yeah, that will be worth it for the steel mills in the long run. We're just going to need to keep cranking on the amount of iron that we're pulling in, because yeah, that price is... It is a rising. And rifling. Nice. Pretty sure that changes the yeah, munitions. We go from muskets to rifles. More tools, less iron. That's good, actually. Less iron, more steel is good. That's what my other industries want. And a bunch more small arms being cranked out. And then I think that also affects... Yes, we go to... Oh. No? I thought it enabled a new type of infantry thing here. But clearly I'm wrong. More clippers for more infrastructure? Yes, please. And what else did I want to do? should be good. And as our people, you know, demobilize, that will definitely help. And what's the problem here? We're short on market access. But anyway, I'll do all of that in the next episode. Till then, hope you enjoyed this first episode. We're, you know, just reunifying up the British domains. Next diplomatic play, you guessed it, we're going to annex Lower Canada. The US may come against us. But if they do, it'll be a smaller front and more manageable. But anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. How's our GDP? Looking pretty good for some of those annexations. Our population, yeah, taking a few little jumps. There's not that many people living over here yet, but you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. I should also work out, presumably, yeah, there's some people in reserve in Canada. Let's get them recruited. Also, I would like to incorporate some of these states. It's not going to cost very much bureaucracy right now, but this is all integral parts of the British Empire. So I'm going to incorporate all these states. Oh, and Ireland too. Ooh, maybe not. We'll do that later, but let's get... Yeah, make sure all those Canadian factories are still ticking away. Of course, standard of living has dropped a little bit, but it's still well above what's expected of us, so... And yeah, we're slightly overproducing on tech. That's fine. Okay, I think things are going pretty well. Yeah, we've got our tech like, maxed out. Not quite maxed out, because of course we can get more literacy and then other stuff, but still. Did that say gold mines discovered? Yeah, some gold fields going in Colombia. Nice. Very nice. But no actual gold mines yet, I don't think. Just fields. Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Well, this is a fun game. I enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it too. I will see you all in the next episode where we will finish annexing Canada, probably do battle with the US, maybe try and yoink a couple of their northern states off them, keep them nice and weak, and also potentially try and get, yeah, Hanover and Bavaria. Like, if we can ally Hanover, Bavaria, Austria, we're going to keep Central Europe very kind of balance of power-y. Ooh, interesting. What's going on here? You at war with Spain? Diplomatic play in Indonesia has Portuguese support on one side, but these guys on the other. That's not good. Can I... The suzerain of one of the primary participants can only take sides during the opening moves phase. Why? That's very stupid. I'm going to mod that out. That's idiotic. Obviously, I should be able to side with the Dutch East Indies. I'm their overlord. Anyway, I've got to go to bed. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a great pleasure. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to subscribe, you'll see the next episode when it comes out, but I'll see you then. Bye-bye.